Do it.
No.
Just do it.
No.
Just do it.
No, I'm not doing it.
Come on, do it.
No.
Just do it like everyone else.
Look, it's basic, it's bland, it's kind of annoying, and it's boring.
Okay, fine, wise guy. And then how do you plan to start this video? Unless you want to name names.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy back with another video. Because it's YouTube, it's all freaking videos. I don't understand that freaking intro style. You know, call me ageist, but old people really annoy me. They're so weak and frail and fragile from all the years of life wearing them down. Kind of like that condom that Pro Jared's dad wore all throughout college and high school. But this video's not about Pro Jared. See that? It's an old man. Looks like he's about in his mid-70s. He was knocked off balance by a tennis ball. See, that's normal. That's what old men are supposed to do. Once they can't work anymore, their equilibrium goes away, and they fall in funny ways, like God intended. Scientists believe this is a built-in way to entertain the grandkids, kind of like nature's defense against the terrible twos. And younger people have been taking advantage of it ever since. I mean, America's Funniest Home Videos has made a fortune off of grandparents being clumsy or senile. Actually, I'll bet YouTube has too. I'll bet you there's even cave paintings somewhere of a youngster laughing at an old person. There's just something so funny about old people being so close to death and watching them fall over. It never gets old. Apparently. I guess it's the fact that you know as they're falling, you know what's going through their mind is, oh no, I just replaced that hip. Did I tell my lawyer about my will being hidden in my sock drawer? Oh, my nerves are firing like crazy and I didn't even take Viagra. Now, obviously, as I've said many times before, you can't trust everything you see on TV and movies or on the internet. Take, for example, this clip from Captain Marvel. This may give you the impression that seniors are secretly powerful aliens, but that's not true. Seniors are not aliens. Trust me, just trust me on this. Accept it, they aren't. Apparently, this 25-year-old woman didn't get the memo, though. She basically threw this guy off the bus, and he died about a month later due to untreated results of the fall. According to multiple articles I read, she was being a real nuisance on the bus. Multiple people had problems with her behavior, and supposedly all he did was imply she should act a little kinder, and this happened. And now they want to put her away for murder. It's a shame we couldn't save this woman from herself. Or the old man from herself as well. You know, speaking of going away for a long time, and old people, reminds me of something. You know the Terminator movies? Well, they are...
Be back.
Yep. I heard that. I should have said we'll be back, but look, that's besides the point. The Terminator movies are coming back, and sooner than anybody could have really expected. Apparently, CGI naked Arnold Schwarzenegger wasn't enough to kill the franchise by itself. Now, I have really mixed feelings on this trailer overall, and the only thing I'm really sure of is Arnold is going to be very valuable in this movie. Why that specifically when all we see is him opening a door? Well, why is he proven to be the top 80s and 90s style action movie hero? Because Arnold Schwarzenegger may actually be a real-life robot. It would just make sense. It explains so much. Why else would he keep going back to a franchise that drops the ball more than Shaq missed free throws? Because he's an actual Terminator robot. It just makes sense. It saves them so much money on CGI by using practical effects because he's already a robot. The first Terminator movie was not an action movie. It was a documentary. I get, you need proof. I myself have preached that before. Do your research. Make sure you have proof. How about this? He went to South Africa for an event and was observing and speaking with the athletes. The 71-year-old man had a great time displaying his immortality by petting lions. He has no fear for his life. We call this a man. I say no. This is a god. The man was petting lions with no concern for his own safety. Arnold, that lion is eating and you're still petting it. Just about anyone who's ever had a pet knows you don't mess with an animal while it's eating. They can get very defensive and territorial even against their most trusted humans. It's like a Kardashian with money or black eyes. You get a look close to them while they're counting and they go berserk. They turn into a lichen-type creature.
Come on, get to the point already. Half the people already clicked off this video.
Will you stop taking out your frustration with Naked Man on me? I'm not the problem.
Don't you dare talk about Naked Man. He's a glorified toaster.
Whatever, man. You've been pretty useless lately, so maybe stop putting yourself up on that pedestal.
What are you trying to say?
Have you done any work while I've been dealing with this medical stuff?
That's
right.
That's a stupid question. I'm not going to dignify that with a response. Just finish the video.
Well, anyway, the reason Arnold was even in South Africa was for one of his Arnold sporting events. He was just standing there minding his and this jump roper's business when his cover was blown.
The man came flying in with a drop kick, like something straight out of the W movie. Let's see that from
Now, Arnold is supposedly a 71-year-old man, but I bet you right now, go outside, find an old man that's about 71 years old, then find a grown man, and throw the grown man at the 70-year-old man, and let's see what happens. I bet you it's not the same thing we just saw. Oh, that's right, I already showed you, but it was a tennis ball. Imagine that, but 50 times the size. The crazy part is, according to Arnold, he was barely fazed by it, didn't even realize that he was drop-kicked. He thought somebody bumped into him, probably right up until security grabbed the guy and dragged him away screaming, "Help, help, I need a Lamborghini!
Help me! I
You know, it's hard to imagine what could have possibly been going through that guy's head that made him think this was a good idea, or that it was going to go well for him. I'm taking a real wild shot in the dark here, but I'm kind of thinking maybe he was so confident in his drop-kicking abilities that he was worried he was going to accidentally kill poor Mr. Schwarzenegger, and so he screamed, Lamborghini, Lamborghini, hoping to get an insanity plea if he kills him. Didn't work out that well, did it? Now, when I was trying to figure out what was going on and why that happened, I stumbled onto this guy's video where he, I think, is trying to explain why it happened, but I'm not quite sure.
So homeboy was telling Arnold Schwarzenegger, it's nothing personal with G, but this was payback from way back. So homeboy was telling Schwarzenegger, you know, this is for Tukey Williams, pretty much the founder of the Crippy, the founder of the Rippy, the Crippy, the Cuz. Go Sig. Yes, I'm talking about.
I feel like you need to be on some really hard drugs to dissect whatever that was supposed to be, but regardless, the points remain. Arnold Schwarzenegger is actually a robot or an android, and not a senior citizen. Pushing old people will likely eventually be a hate crime, and Twitter beef between two cybernetic life forms that both co-host YouTube channels is pretty entertaining. Speaking of which, Tom, go ahead and do the outro.
No, I'm busy watching these Terminator movies. You do it.
For real? After weeks of not contributing any... Forget it. Whatever. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please remember to like it if you liked it, and follow me on notify.me. Thanks again, and I will see you guys next time.